And let's see if this works. Oh, right, I should actually go back to my channel. Hey, come on. Alright, cool. I seem to be live. Which is exactly what I wanted to see. Alright, pop out chat. Because I can watch that over here. Luckily, with my new monitor, I can see everything. Should probably make this a little bigger. Downside, downside. Alright, let me tweet out real quick. Oh, I closed my link already. Bummer. I did not do this right. Oh well. Am I still muted? Yes, great. Let's spell words right. How about that? I guess it's Twitter. No one really cares that much, but still. Alrighty. Tweet sent. And with that, I think I could close all of this. Because theoretically, anyone responding to my tweet should show up on my phone. Well, let's get my phone ready. Not that anyone would respond to it, they would just look at it and come, which would be cool. That motorcycle is moving very slow. That's not how motorcycles work. I wonder if you guys can hear that properly. Hey, get out of here, pop up. Alrighty. Starting this thing off sort of strong, but by strong I mean I messed up a lot of it. So, first we gotta hit up the class hall. Do that. Right, I gotta queue up for the dungeon first, because that's gonna take some time. What am I rocking? I'm 33 out of 50, yeah. So that'll be, I'll probably be 40-ish by the end of today. If I can get Kingaroth, I could get it done tomorrow, but it being a Titanic effort, which is what is used to upgrade your legendaries, if you were unaware. There. I got no junk to sell. And we've got all our people. Well, let's see if any of them are just right after this. Ridge Stalker. Artifact Power. Oh man, the Artifact Power from the Argus quest was so good. I do like how they're like, it was significantly less build up, and it was good and bad compared to Nighthold. Honestly, I don't remember much of Broken Shore. Broken Shore kind of didn't really do much for me. I was not a fan of that, so I didn't care much. But with Emerald Nightmare, there was not Emerald Nightmare. The Nighthold. I don't know why I did that quest. There was a lot of cool quests, and it was like there was a lot of like big lore, but it was like a huge build up to the raid, which was good and bad because it took a while, but it was a lot more interesting and engaging. I personally felt anyway. Whereas with what do you call it? This one, not Arcanus. Actually, what is the raid actually called? I just know that it's. Nope, Spencer, I could do it. Come on. I don't even know what that did. Shift J, raids. I'm real bad at World of Warcraft. And Taurus, right? Yeah. And Taurus is just kind of like 3 mini quests where you basically talked to Magni, saw Weird Vision, and then moved on. And then it was, oh, here's the raid. Which I liked a little bit more. Okay. Stack that up. I'll sell the rest because I don't need them. And I'm down a lot of people. Sell you. Need to pick up more of the followers. Where's my emissary today, actually? Of course, it's the warden's, like the fucking worst one. I'm already gotta hire a new war maiden.
I dwell in the Shadowlands.
Alright, I really need to farm out a new trinket. At least until I get... Well, no, I still need to farm out a trinket because if I can get it upgraded...
What do you need?
Whatever that good one's called, that I'm blanking on the name of right now.
Will not fail you.
Bam.
You need something.
I like that, but... No, I think I want to rock the 100... That's the wrong person. That should give me 200, right? Oh man, it doesn't. How does that not give me 200%? You must not add anything. I'm gonna rock 170 either way. Let's go with this one then, so I can save the Hodir or whatever his name is for the big guns. That one artifact power. Perfect. No, don't really need any of these. So I'll go rock this one just because I have the requirements. Bam. Alrighty. When I got that out of the way, we head to... What do we got? What are the best... Oh, we got Foray and Zuna. That's nice. That actually worked really well.
I serve a greater power.
How many... I don't know, 340. I don't actually know if the shards are... I think the Veiled Argonite is harder to get than the Nether shards were. Which is interesting, I find. That's not something I really expected. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. It's just like... I guess more accurately, it's not that I expected them to be easy or anything. I just didn't expect to be such like a deviation, because like Nether shards I've got now. Granted, I haven't spent Nether shards in forever because once it moved to Argus, you couldn't buy the good gear anymore. And like I said, honestly, the Broken Shore I really kind of it pissed me off at launch, so I didn't really pay much attention to it. Oh, good, we get to wait for a respawn. Right, so I didn't care about like the whole Broken Shore thing. It was just tedious and annoying and frustrating because the launch was so disappointing to me, in my opinion. And part of that, like a lot of that, is on me. I had way too high expectations, but it didn't make it any easier. So I just didn't really care. Whereas with Argus, I've cared since the beginning. I've loved Argus. The whole Argus arc, I guess you could call it, whatever you want to call it. Has just been phenomenal in my opinion. I've loved almost all of it. Whoopsie. Obviously the difficulty curve going, and there was a significant difficulty curve going from mainland to Broken Shore as well, but the difficulty curve going from Broken Shore, especially Broken Shore where I didn't try, to what do you call it? Argus was immense. I was like, holy crap, nothing I couldn't handle, especially since they give you all those superpowers and stuff. Like the is it not on my toolbar normally? Oh yeah, here it is. The Vindicar Matrix Pistol, like the one of 4 superpowers. They make it doable, but they're also a lot more difficult than I expected at launch. And now it's much more manageable. Even more so with Antorus being out, and honestly very doable. Me and 2 of my friends pugged it week 1, and like I said, we've done everything, or they've done everything. I've done everything but Kingroth. The first raid got all the way to Kingroth and couldn't down, and it was getting pretty late there, so we that raid died, and then yesterday we got back on and picked up a group. I think they had done Kingroth at that point, so then we moved right on to Vimarath, I think their name is, the guy under the Coven. We did that and nailed that. That fight was actually surprisingly easy. Not like I think we killed him as the Rage Timer hit. So right, it definitely could have been faster. I know my DPS honestly I felt was really lacking. It felt really bad to look at DPS meters and be, you know, one of the bottom ones. And it wasn't like inherently bad DPS, it was still like almost 1,000,000 DPS. But not having like having that much and still being like last place felt really weird. So I'm hoping the new Argus gear will help me get better DPS. Oh, dungeon popped. Alright, cool. Getting right in on that. Assuming these people accept the queue. Excellent. And we got to finish the world quest before the queue popped. Alright, what are we on to next? Arcanist Shalaman. I believe that's the person up by the fountain. Yeah, that's gotta be where that is. And then purge demonic spiders. Okay, that one's easy. I do wonder how, like, professional streamers... Ooh, nice Nighthold. I haven't done that one yet since I got the look. I wonder how professional streamers do their chat, like, looking at it. Like, do they pop out like me? Do they just leave their stream open? I know there's a whole bunch of, like, add-ons and, what are the widgets? Is that what it's called? That, they use, so I wonder if it's just something like that instead. I'm not the leader of our group. Luckily, it's heroic. Nighthold. Not Nighthold. What is the dungeon called, actually? Blackrock. There we go. But yeah, I recently got the Mage Tower appearance for Fury Warrior, so I'm kind of working on getting all the cosmetic. You get a extra. You get one of the color variations if you defeat 10 unique dungeon bosses in this expansion, so I've been working on that, kind of not like super like focused down, mostly because I don't have a group of 5 people I can just force to run through a bunch of normals real quick. Not that I want them to anyway, that'd be real boring, but I managed to solo. What did I solo? I can't remember dungeon names today. The Vault of the Wardens, there we go. So I soloed Vault of the Wardens, which was super easy on normal. I died once. Actually, it wasn't even dying. It was the final boss kicked me off the ledge because I was an idiot. We go this way, right? Yeah. So I did that. Then, luckily, like right as I happened to get that, this started, which is giving you 5 Awakening Essence per, or not per, but like once a day for doing a heroic. So that just means I'm doing running dungeons pretty much every day. And luckily I haven't hit many repeats. I did do the lower Karazhan, which I hear doesn't count because it doesn't really have an end boss. So like if that's true, and I haven't been able to verify that, but if that's true, that's a little bit of a bummer, but it's not like it's the end of the world, right? If it does come down to the point where it's almost running out and I still don't have it, I can get my friends to run through dungeons. That won't be hard at all.
Must hold them here. We have much to lose. Your father's life most of all.
You need not worry. I will not fail you, Theseus.
Kill the spiders.
The invaders come for us. Do not.
Oh, big spider. I didn't even notice that. It was like right in my camera, and I was like, "Where's the spider? Isn't there something here? Is there a world quest here? Doesn't look like it." Dude, the spiders only drop the poison on Mythic? I thought that was heroic too. No. I also love it because since everyone's getting the Awakening Essence, there's a whole bunch of people who are, you know, Argus geared, running heroics, which are, you know, you barely have to be at 110 to do, let alone all the way to Argus, so it's so fun to not have to worry about it. I remember I did the first one And like I don't what we were doing. It wasn't Neltharion Slayer because I know Neltharion Slayer like the back of my hand. But it was the lower Karazhan, and I was like looking at the journal to make sure I remember mechanics for the boss fights. Like, oh yeah, you got to put traps on these guys, and then I remembered, oh no, we don't. We'll just crap all over this dungeon in 4 seconds and be done. And luckily that held true. But that's why, like, right, the fact that I could solo, you know, and again, it was only normal version of the dungeon, but like I could solo normal dungeons now. So it's nice to not have to worry too much about all that. We are powerful enough. My cooldowns are on cooldown. Or one of my least favorite like kind of mechanics in dungeons, for like the exclusive purpose of speedrunning and the like, not speedrunning, soloing and the like. Is there actually a way? I should see if I could figure a way to do that, but that'll be a later thing. Oh, rocks, right. Right, there's the alternating pattern. It's like any sort of mechanic that kind of insta-kills you, no matter your, like, level, your power. Like, I remember the first time they redid, man, I can never remember the name of the dungeon, but there's a dungeon in Vanilla that was, like, one of my favorite dungeons at the time, in the undead area, that they redid, and it had a mechanic where the boss would like take you down to 1 hit point, and it was supposed to be, you know, some sort of, it wasn't like super hard to deal with or whatever, but it was just like as a max level character going back to this vanilla dungeon, and it wasn't like Dark, what do you call it, Dead Mines, where like they made it like a higher level thing. It was still the baby level. They just redid it, and it was like, oh cool, I'm in this level, you know, 15 dungeon, and I'm at 1 hit point. This is great. So that scared the crap out of me. So that stuff I don't love. Obviously that one wasn't as bad because it wasn't a kill as much as a cripple. But there are... Actually, I don't know how many dungeons have insta-kills versus... I know raids, plenty of raids have insta-kills. Which is still frustrating as solo, right? I mean, doing cosmetic runs could be a pain when you have to worry about getting insta-gibbed or running into like an immunity, right? There's a guy's name in Heimal, I don't remember his name. I get the butcher. He might even just be the butcher, or something like that. Who has I don't know that it's so much an insta-gib as much as like it's a timed enrage kind of thing where he just keeps getting more powerful, and eventually he just like does so much damage that even at you know 110 geared, you can still get kind of gibbed pretty instantly. Though, I guess to be fair, it's been a while since I've tried to do him. Gear-wise, it was pretty early to 110, I think, that I did it the first time. And that was only the last expansion, so... I mean, it was still doable, but it was harder. I think the first time me and a couple friends ran that one, we skipped him, because we couldn't DPS him down, because I was bad. And dead. I do like that I'm having the top DPS on these heroic dungeons. It is always a fun mix between people who what do you call it? People who are doing these for like the essence like I am, and people who are doing this because they actually like have the character in that kind of level. And there's not many who are, I feel, that I run into or that are that. But they're all like, you could be running alts or right, like just you're getting up essence for an alt who's not as geared. It is a bit I don't know if frustrating is the right word, but like I have all the Fury Warrior trinkets at this point. So I have to get like 13 Titanic efforts if I want to get them all to 1,000. And I don't know that I will, because realistically, there's no real need to. There's a handful, I think 6, if that are like kind of top tier for, barring any very specific instance. So...
Fiends, you shall never have our world.
Look, I don't need to level up the rest of them that aren't, you know, worth it. And I mean, even then, I really only need the 2 that I'm wearing. I've been wearing Kazalax and Sinars since I've got them, which is, I mean, luckily for me, I got Cape. Cape was my first one, so Kazalax was my first legendary, and luckily it's been best since launch, basically. At least as far as I've understood it. So I've gotten pretty lucky with that. I've actually always been kind of pretty lucky with trinkets. It's kind of crazy. Aid our champions. Give me my trinket, not trinket, artifact power. Awesome.
And we will defend our world. Thank
That's
you,
empty.
Great Veil has been
Later.
from our eyes. We Raven Cross have sacrificed much and
drink.
more in defense of this land. I see now we may rest, safe in the knowledge that
Okay.
we still live, who will defend our world.
Who knows? Alright, now we're going back to Arcanist Shalaman, almost, I got it. And the spiders, and then we're like done with WoW. And unless I want to try and get a Kingroth group, but it's A, it's kind of early, and B, that it's not fun to watch. Not that I'm sure this is a ton of fun to watch either. But it's certainly far more interesting. Is that, no, that's Lord Tashriel. Who am I killing then? Oh, am I fighting the rare that spawns in here, around here? It says they're over here somewhere, so we'll wait. But yeah, like I said, I don't know that this is super interesting, but sitting, like, watching me just sit there and stare at my screen waiting for people to accept me to a Kingroth group, not the most enticing. Though I did get another... I got an item level 933 now, so I'm a little more likely to get put into groups. It blows my mind how picky the groups are in week 1, or not even week 1, day 1. Oh boy, belt. But yeah, week 1 groups or day 1 groups, whatever, are, in my opinion, so ridiculously picky. And part of me gets it. Like, I understand the logic, like, the thought that's like, oh, I'll do this. But it's just like, it's week 1, and anyone who's that picky should have a guild at that point. Right? Why do I have 4 world quests? Why? Oh, okay. Like, if you're gonna be like, oh, I need, 9 40s who all know they'll fight and are willing to, Discord and, you gotta have AOTC and all this nonsense. Be in a guild. Either make your own guild or join a guild that has what you're looking for. Because there aren't going to be a ton of people like that. And there will be some, of course. Whether they're in between guild transitions or whatever. But, like, I was 927, I think. 927. And I could not get into a group. The only reason I was able to get into a group, short of really throwing my resume at every single group, regardless of what they wanted, was because my 2 friends who were more capable, and one of them was a tank, were able to kind of get me in a group with them. And luckily, I got pretty lucky with gear with them. Actually, I guess that's not true. I did get into 2 groups on my own. One of them fell apart literally immediately. Like, the second I joined, we wiped once, and it was like, oh, we're done today. I'm like, oh, great. That's useful. So that was a bummer. Then the second one, we actually managed to get... Who did we get? Oh, we got High Command. We got High Command in the group, and that was actually really fun. It was a nice feeling of actually doing something, right? That's why, I love raiding. Raiding is one of my favorite kind of feelings in the game. That's not where I want to be. Where are the spiders? I will always, raiding has always just been one of my favorite, not mechanics. Though raiding mechanics are a reason I love raiding. But raiding has always been one of my favorite feelings in the game. It's just the satisfying feeling of taking down these, world-sized bosses, whether it's world-sized physically or lore-wise, with this team, and just, like, cooperation, and then, like finally getting the mechanics. Like, okay, I understand how this works, right? I understand that I need to walk through these portals, I need to fight these ads over here, I need to not step on this, I need to step on this, right? I need to, get hit here, so that I can, you know, prevent the tanks from dying or whatever. Right, when we did Argus last night. I mean, we did both. What did we do? We did Vimeroth to Argus, so doing all those fights. And, like, learning them and figuring them out, and it was awesome. And sometimes it was, like, right, doing the Coven. We're like, alright, you know, this is harder than we thought, and we gotta figure this out a bit better, right? We're smashing our faces into these fights, with not a ton of success, or not a ton of success. We're doing well, but, like, you know, the first time we wiped pretty quickly. Right, we had to learn, okay, there's 4 different kind of things that can spawn, how to deal with each of them individually, and what's the best way to do them. Stuff like that. And Argus, oh my god, Argus was a lot of fun, but it was like it was tough to figure it out. Like, the first phase caused our group a lot of problems. Some people couldn't quite figure out where to drop. Oh, excuse me. Couldn't quite figure out where to drop their. Are you fighting me? I'll fight you. The death fog or whatever it's called. But it was, you know, we learned, we did better. We got to the final phases. And rather the fact that we got him like second pull, we got him down to like 17% or something. We're like, yeah, we can do this. This is awesome. And then, do I want a cup of coffee? I think I do, but I think I'm going to wait until I'm done with the emissary here. Speaking of, that probably sounds bad on the mic. So I will... Here we go. This is the room I've been looking for. I'm just too dumb to find it.
An efficient kill. Most admirable.
Okay. And that is the emissary, if I'm correct. Yep. Are we gonna get Warden by any chance? Where's the Wardens? No, not a close. Okay. We did Agrimar, I think is his name. That's the boss right before Argus, and we not one shot him, but first try. First pull, we did it, and it was great because we were doing basically in between every boss fight. You know, we down the boss, push to the next boss, and then the raid leader would just call, 5-minute break to go learn. Just where I'm streaming. Hi. No, talk to me.
Do you want coffee?
Yeah, I was gonna finish this and then actually, if you want to bring my cup down,
okay.
I will. Oh, there's still coffee in it. I'll go down and grab it once I'm done.
Got it.
Thank you. All right. But we got Agrimar down. We first try because we just in between every boss fight we would take a 5-minute break to learn the boss. Right? We'd pull up a video. Again, some they would kept recommending Fat Boss, which is fine. I've used Fat Boss before, but like. Who? Where? Oh, okay. That was so loud. But a lot of the time it was like Fat Boss videos are very long because they're pretty thorough. But it's we didn't have 20 minutes to watch a video, so figure out whatever. I used this we had my friend show me this minimalist guide on how to deal with it, and that was pretty phenomenal. So that really helped push it. With that knowledge, we're like, okay, this is how Agrimar works. And then one shot done, and it was just it was so satisfying to get that first try success. Oh boy, a Warden's pendant. Okay, time to sell all this junk. Oh, I missed an artifact. Wait, this is a new cape I got. What does it look like? Wow, ass. I hate that so much. Yeah. Okay, and then these two. We drop this down, and then head back to Dalaran to drop the stuff off at my bank.
Grandmaster, I've got your back.
Grandmaster. That's Monk, I think. I assume because it's a panda, but I guess I don't know. I mean, I say that I've got a Storm Dwarf as an ally, so I don't know that matters much. Or I'd also need to recosmetic transmog my pants. I got new pants off Argus. Unfortunately, I didn't get the best in-slot trinket for the world. But luckily for me, no one did in the raid, so it wasn't like I got left out. Not that it was like everyone but you. God, if you were in that raid where everyone but you got the legendary trinket, I think you just uninstall at that point. You're like, nah, you know what? Blizz, real loud and clear. I get it. I should just stop. Yeah, okay, so 42 out of 50. So it's pretty much guaranteed for tomorrow that I'll get it. Kingroth, I don't think would drop 8. I don't know what the range for the boss drops are. And again, the time it would take isn't super worth it, in my opinion, when I'm trying to stream. So I need to change this. I want to keep my weapons like they are. And I want my pants to look... Which slot is my pants? Pants. Oh, I'm in the wrong... Is it this one? I think so. It's hard to tell with my... It's not those... Yeah, I think it might be these, because they look pretty similar to my boots right now. I think I've already sold it. Didn't I? Sure, whatever, yeah. Okay. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Great. Okay. So with that, I'm done with my dailies. Went actually much faster than I thought. They're pretty fast. Wardens always feel slow to me, but getting all 4 of them in Asuna is always a nice little treat. I think the only one I could take really longer is the Kirin Tor, if they don't have like any sort of closeness. If you're going from like Azuna to High Mountain to Stormheim kind of thing, that can blow. Even Brogator could be fast because it's basically only 3, because there's always this one to bring 100 nether shards. But I'm going to go get my coffee real quick, and then I will be back. Let me see. I'm new to this OBS Studios, though I used OBS before. If I just add text, getting coffee, BRB. No, not that. Boop. Where is it? Oh, here it is in the top corner. Okay. And this is the in no way. Oh, yeah. This is in no way pretty or exciting, but it's there so that everyone who comes here will know. Be right back. Oh yeah, I should probably put a mute button on my microphone when I'm away, so you don't have to hear me slam my door every day. But it's a live and learn kind of thing. Also, I guess I really don't know how loud you can hear me. Audio levels are still a testing period for me. Though, realistically, this whole thing's a testing period for me. Alright, let me rename this. Cool, okay. And we are back. Alrighty, so we did the WoW stuff, and now let me phrase that. We did the daily stuff. Now the question is, what do we do? Boy, the answer is be out of breath because I'm fucking fat as shit, but whatever. Now, so I'm thinking either Overwatch or leveling an alt. Mostly because there's like 2 or 3 classes that... Is it 3 or 4? It's 4, I think. I think it's Hunter, Monk, Priest, Warlock. Are the 4 I don't have at 110 right now. So part of me wants to have all at 110. Oh boy, nose. Being sick blows, let me tell you folks. But I want to, I've always wanted to have every class at 110. The only problem is that playing Priest and Warlock sucks. I hate them. They're no fun. At least at low levels, right? At max level, it seems fun. My friend plays Warlock, and my sister plays Warlock, and they love it. But, like, leveling up a Warlock always blew for me. So, oh boy. I'm kind of hoping that I'll be able to use streaming as, like, an excuse to force myself to. I do know I want to be a bit careful who I pick. Do I have a browser open? This is my browser. I want to know what the allied races can be, which luckily they have that information now so I can check. Because, like, I know I'm going to make a High Mountain Tauren, because I love Tauren. I'm going to make a Dark Iron Dwarf, because I love dwarves. I'll probably end up making a Void Elf or Nightborn, probably both, maybe even. But I want to make sure, like, I try to figure out what can be what. Like, I already have 100 at 100, so that one's not so much. That one's just getting from 100 to 110, which shouldn't be too hard, actually, because I just have a full tier of a full set of mail armor that has heirloom armor up to 110. So getting him to 110 honestly wouldn't be too hard. I just did it again though, so I'd rather start baby. So it basically leaves Monk, Priest, and Warlock, and I think on my High Mountain Tauren is going to be my Priest. I'll probably priest it up. But let me look up real quick. Here we go. Look up the allied races and what classes they can be. And luckily, if it's a new thing, I should easily be able to show you it. Why is the window shape so weird? Oh, because it wasn't full screened. How odd. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it only shows 4 of the allied races right now, which is a bit of a bummer. Especially since they only show... They don't show Dark Iron Dwarves. Or the Zandalari Trolls. Not that I was going to make the Troll. But here, let me... So I think I can do this. Add... Browser source... Oh, did I break everything? Oh, hold on. Okay, this is far more complicated than I expected. We're going to stop this. I will play with that later, but it is not important in any way right now. Okay, so I'll do it real quick then. So yeah, High Mountain can be... They can actually be... Oh wait, they can't be Priest. They can be Monk, so I can hold on to Monk, which is a bummer, because that's probably what I was going to do. They could be Druid. Can they only be 5 classes? That seems so odd and small. Compared to, like, I think is it Gnomes or Dwarves? I think Dwarves have the highest pick. I think they could be, like, everything but 1 class. So, what do we got? Warrior, Shaman, Monk, Hunter, Druid for High Mountain. So yeah, I'll say Monk for you. What about... Nightborn. Nightborn can be all 3, Monk, Priest, or Warlock. Honestly, I'd probably do a Nightborn Warlock. That sounds like it could be cool. Though maybe... Though I don't know if a Void Elf Shadow Priest makes sense, right? Because I could just be super Void all the time, like I'm double Void now. And then I don't know what my Dark Iron Dwarf could be. But hopefully it'd be Priest or Warlock. So I don't know. So it's... So it's basically the only, like, I know I want to make a High Mountain Tauren, so I'm definitely going to make a High Tauren Monk, because that's the one I don't have yet, because I don't want to make another Hunter, because honestly I find Hunter kind of boring. So we'll have to move on from that. Okay, so close this. I have a notification on Twitch apparently. What's this? Oh right, I've got achievements for actually streaming for once. I do wonder, is there a way, actually since I'm here, I'm going to check something real quick on my channel. Okay. Nope. I sure love that I can report myself, though. Okay. So there doesn't seem to be a way to do that. But I will have to, again, mess around with that and wait and see. Oh, nice. I just stopped browsing the internet and play games. Okay. So I think I think I'll hop on Overwatch for a little while. Which means I have to change my stream title, which means I have to watch the internet again. Great, way to go. I'm smart. So I'll hop on Overwatch for a little while, play a couple rounds of that, and then I think I might just hop on to and start leveling all, maybe? It seems kind of fun, and like, there's always that struggle of, you know, do I want to wait until that new leveling mechanic comes out? Actually, before I log out. I guess I could do it when I get back, but, collections, heirlooms. I don't know what I have for cloth, honestly. So let's see. Let's assume I'm going to make... Do I want to do priest? Let's see. Let's assume I'm going to make a priest. Okay. I have a couple things. Not great things, but things. I'll probably go to the guild merchant real quick and pick up those. Also, I don't know. Alright, so we're gonna do a Shadow Priest. So we're gonna go to Ogrimmar for the guild vendor, and then we gotta hit Undercity for the not guild vendor for heirlooms. And then, I guess, do I have to wait until the time walking event before I can buy? Yeah, I think I have to wait until the time walking event to buy heirloom upgrades. Which I guess realistically I don't need to buy right away, because it'll take a little while to get to 60. Like, I doubt I'd get to 60 today. So this is the wrong way to go, I think. No, this was the wrong way to go. Yeah, this is going to take us here. Yeah, I went the super wrong way. Alrighty. Actually, do I want to... I don't know if I want to hop in Overwatch. We'll see. I'll have to change my game again. Not that's a bad thing, just...
What do you need?
Okay. Sorry, I need cloth pants. Is there only one set of cloth pants? Is it just a tattered dread mist? That's so weird. Is it like back a little bit? Nope, alright. Cloth pants. What did I add? Did I have a cloth helmet yet? I doubt it. Cloth helmet. I mean, capes are capes. They shouldn't be exclusive by any means. But I guess I could check just to make sure.
For the Horde.
Yeah, and what cape does it give me? That's a shoulder. The Ancient Blood Moon Cloak.
Loktar.
Okay. I think that's it for guild heirlooms, right? Pants, head, and back. Okay. And then we'll head to the Undercity. Well, no, because I have these shoulders. And I don't actually know which is better, but I don't really care because it's just XP that I really care about. The stats are kind of irrelevant. So... head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Do I have toes? Are toes an option, actually? Can you get heirloom boots? Doesn't look like it. Alright, we got 2 trinkets. We got an amulet. We got my weapon. Is there... can you get offhands? But I guess I could get the staff. I already have a staff. Those are all trinkets. Okay, you can get an offhand. So I don't actually know what Shadow Priest is supposed to use, but I'm just gonna use the staff. Probably. Alright, so actually I think we're pretty good on heirlooms there. Again, you know, 3 or 4 of these need to be upgraded more, but that won't matter for today. Alright. So no, I think I'm gonna do a bit of Overwatch, try to get some arcade boxes. I wonder when those Blizzard skin comes out. Probably when Blizzard Land comes out. Which should be soon, hopefully. It's in PTR, so which I wish I had installed. Okay. So we exit game. It probably gets us a black screen, which is fine. I open my browser. Well, I open Overwatch. Because now I need to change my game. Oh, right. That's a frustrating mechanic that I don't like. Let's pause this to black screen. Edit. Oh, come on. Add up to 3 communities? I don't even know what that means. Oh, does that mean there's like speedrunners and stuff? Okay. I don't have any communities. Done. Dun, 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 dun. Nope, it still says I'm playing. Great, okay, that works. Good to know. Oh, it's because I didn't actually change the name of the game to Overwatch because I'm a moron. Alright. Overwatch. Then we refresh again and see if it changed this time. Nope, now it still says... So can I exit? I don't know why I refuse to change it right now. This is bugging me a lot. Remember, this used to be a big issue, and I figured they would have dealt with it by now. Can I, like... No, there just doesn't seem to be a way to change it right now, which is immensely frustrating for my brain. But, so instead we're just going to do this, because this hasn't mattered, and it's going to bug me. So we'll close all of this. Okay. Edit. Oh! Hey, look, it worked! Finally. Awesome, okay. So now that I can actually work, we can play. I mean, we're about to play anyway, but I just happened to switch. Okay. So I'm doing arcade, because that's what I like. Ooh, Total Mayhem's out. This is always a tough choice. Chat2's fun, because I'm good enough to usually get top 4, and the second I say that, I'm going to get demolished if I try. So I'm going to play Total Mayhem for a bit. Maybe like a round or 2, depending on how long they go. And I'm going to play a character I find fun at first, and then immediately change to someone who's imbalanced in the system. So Mei. Or Zarya. And then, hopefully, actually, I haven't run this game since... And also, let me know audio-wise if you need to adjust it. I literally only tested my audio with... I'm going to be Junkrat and make people mad. what do you call it? Nope, don't remember what I was saying, and it's gonna make me mad that I forgot. Yep, alright. So that's the end of that thought train, wherever that was going. Oh, right, audio levels. Remembered. Haha, the train came back. So I literally tested the audio with WoW. I was messing around with it the other day, and I tested WoW. Partly because that's a game I could easily test with, you know, I knew where it was and stuff. And then partly because I just knew that I wanted to stream it. I just don't know to what capacity I'll be able to, so this level up idea that I've had is probably...
Can I get assistance, please? Somebody stand here.
Where are you?
Or not.
No, okay, I'm coming. What do you need?
Thanks.
Oh! Cool! That's neat, I didn't even know that. Cool.
The room of gold.
Right, it's a secret treasure room. That's awesome. Way to cool. That's so cool. Thanks for the, not that I'm talking to them, but...
Oh. Colorful.
Hmm? Oh, okay. But yeah, so I tested the audio with WoW. Let me know if I need to make it louder or quieter. Mute, whatever. They also have a Junkrat. Get out of here, May! Get out of here, May! Oh, I hate Maze. I know I'm not alone, but though I do feel like the amount of May hate definitely went down after her cinematic came out. Get ready for a shock. There's a lot of bad guys with supers going on, so we're just gonna chill out.
They're all so ability heavy. If somebody went Sombra, they're just dead.
Good point. Oh boy. Do they have a Doom Fist? Where are they? Oh boy! Hey there, Bastion. Yeah, so I'll play Sombra. I'll be bad.
Wow.
Not calling Sombra bad, by the way, though I don't know that she's great. I'm just saying that I'm bad as Sombra. Baloney.
Got one.
Oh, did I not get him? Balls. Nope. Nice try. I don't want to be here. Get me out of here. Great. Okay. Ugh. Later. I just one issue with this playing Overwatch over WoW is that I have to pay way more attention to Overwatch than I do WoW. Short of Buzz rating or something. Ooh, dead. Okay. That's what I'm talking about being bad at Samurai. I really have no clue how she works mechanically. Fun game. I tried 7 times.
I do.
Unfortunately, we're attacked, so we probably won't get a win this time. Winning on attack is so impossible. They have Zarya and Mei. You just can't beat them. I hacked a bunch of them, but that wasn't enough. Do we actually have any healing? We got a Moira. I wish I liked Moira. I really do. And to be fair, I haven't played her since BlizzCon launch. So maybe she's gotten better. That turret is annoying. Or is that a Bastion? Hey, so you know what feels fucking bad? That. But no, it's maybe Winston. Yeah, maybe I'll switch to Winston because I'm doing nothing as Sombra. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, Winston before Super does almost nothing, but once he's got the Super, he can push everyone away. Alrighty. Luckily, again, with a Mei Reaper, staying on point isn't super hard. How did he... Okay. First of all, nice try. Second of all, did he stun me? How did Doomfish stun me there?
Stay on the payload, please. Yeah, the payload.
That's a bit frustrating. Though, I mean, it's attack on man. You can't do anything. It is impossible. I mean, or maybe if one of us switches Zarya, maybe if we countered the Zarya Mei with the Zarya Mei, we would make the game last for literally forever.
That accuracy.
So we'll play at minimum until I get the first free loot box, or I guess second. But and then if it goes really fast, we'll keep playing. Not from level ups, by the way, in case that was clear, because that is very quick. But from... I don't know, does this count as me viewing it? I hope not. Well, I guess I don't know. Either I'm talking to myself or I'm talking to someone. Oh, man. Okay, so we didn't get put back to put back in attack, which is baloney. So we'll watch some Chateau Deathmatch. And we'll see how that goes. Again, I'm okay. Before I said I was good enough, I said now I'm okay. I remember at the beginning I was really good at it, but there was also a really frustrating meta, and it's probably still the same, but I think people just care less about winning as much. Where it was like McCree and Hanzo were like the must picks, And it was so frustrating because it wasn't fun. Alright, Hanzo, oh, scatter arrow, boop, you're dead. Or McCree, stun, you're dead. Right, there's nothing you could do. I play Junkrat, because I pretty much only play Junkrat. Alright, I think real quick, after I select my character, I will show you my... Oh, we're in a game. Okay. I probably won't get top 4 in this one. Scatter arrow! Fun! Fun game. Fun mechanic, Blizz. Oh my god. Scatter arrow pisses me off to no end. Did I get him? Okay, I got him. Good. Sure, okay.
Enemy needs 4 kills to win.
Pharah's is not fun because she's hard counter to Junkrat, so this is frustrating. But again, I mean, I came in at the end. There's no way I'm going to win this, or even come top 4. Short of some god tier mechanics. Hi, Farah. Okay, dude. You need to play off. Well, yeah, they're second. That's kind of what I figured. Oh, I hit the wrong... Not the wrong button, just the wrong angle. Hey, but I called it, right? Was that 2 McCrees? 2 McCrees and a Hanzo? Do not want to deal with that Farah. Oh, Christ. Got him. Good for you, Quiet. Right. And I like to point out real quick before people... Oh god, he's a gold. That's true. That's something I don't like. I can't tell their rating. We're going to leave this game. I do not want to be in the same queue as these people again. We'll go open this box real quick. When I'm like, you know, Hanzo, McCree, all picks, whatever. I'm not saying that they're bad. Both the champion in general, or the hero in general, character, whatever. And, the players, it's frustrating because it's not fun, right? Which I find, honestly, tends to be the case in a lot of games. The really good, best, you know, meta tends to be not very fun. At least in competitive gaming. Because very rarely, I find, is high risk, high reward worth it. Right? Like, if you look at... I'm going to talk out of my ass mostly here, but like fighting games, for example. Okay. Oh, I guess you can kind of see the levels here. It's just not as obvious. I want to show everyone my career profile. But if you look at voting, yeah, here we go. Junkrat, a lot more than everything else. Fighting games, I feel like it's way more likely for you to pick the safe, reliable character over, say, yep, see? And he just stuns me, and there's nothing I can do to not die. See, there he at least couldn't stun me. But I also got killed by a monkey and not him, so... Did you really manage to land back up there? Cool. You're dead now. Wow, really? Okay. Yep. Like I said, the second I said I was good at this game, I knew I was going to do shit. I'm just gonna chuck grenades in that corner and hope I... Oh, nope, everyone died. Nice. Hey, I'm... okay. But I'm third now, so I'll take it. I really wish that wasn't a tank who stepped on that. It's so not fun. Come on, yeah, got him. Alright, luckily for a free-for-all deathmatch, you don't actually need... What the hell? Oh, is that a diva? And I ran into a wall like a freaking idiot. With free-for-all, 8-man free-for-all, you don't need... you only need top 4 to get the box. You don't need... I'm so bad today. Okay. Sure, game. The salt is real, folks. I can hear someone below me. Oh, I'm 6 now because I'm not getting any kills because I can't find anyone. Looks like there's definitely a Moira below me. Oh, are you kidding me? Really? Okay, dude, that's... Salt, 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 salt. Get out of my face. Good. Like, I know I'm not performing well right now at all, but it's still like, oh god, are you shitting me, game? Oh, I got him? Oh. Like, that should not have ended in my favor, like, at all. I trapped an enemy somehow, somewhere.
Enemy needs 5 kills to win.
How are none of these hitting? Get off my dick, McCree.
Enemy needs 4 kills to win. Enemy needs 3 kills.
I can't do anything.
Enemy needs 2 kills.
Where? Hell yeah.
Enemy needs 1 kill.
Oh man, I really hoping they were gonna jump into him. Man, I did dead last again. God, I'm garbage. And I mean, I think the new Doomfist patch has come out. I'm not 100% on that, but I think that's the case. But once again, 2 increase in Hanzo. I don't know that I'll ever play a game of 8-man that isn't that. Like, luckily, it's a lot more varied than that. Like, at the beginning, it was like straight, like, just McCree and Hanzo, but that was just super frustrating. And like also at the beginning, I mean, Junkrat, I played Junkrat, and I definitely had an advantage on this map because like everyone would find that basement pit. So I was just like, oh, let's just chuck a bajillion grenades down there. That does not seem to be the case anymore, though. Ooh, yee, got him. I mean, I'm super duper mega ultra boned down here. I got nothing. Oh, okay, I got the healing. I was in such a bad position there. Really? That didn't, Hey, I feel like I should have been at way more health than you being able to kill me, but... Really? Double? What? Where did he go? Okay, well, that's just bad. Yeet! Oh my god, I'm bad. Nailed it. Where is he? There he is. Aw, someone stole my kill. Haha! Oh, I wanted to throw through the... Oh, hi, McCree! Oh man, I don't... Was Dr. Choco McCree before? I think he was, actually. Oh, crap, I'm a dum-dum. Alright, good. I do not have the, like, the stream machine. Oh my god. Who's dead? It's me! Yeah. Like, stream thing to let me know if it's like actually still functioning. I didn't have that up, so yeah. Luckily, it seemed to have been. So if it dropped and I didn't notice, I apologize. Nope. But anyway. hate games like this where it's, oh no! Where it's actually close. Because that means I'm not, like... That was so bad for me. Well, let's just spawn you in between two ulting people. No! Oh, bummer. That's frustrating because I don't get either of them. I hate when that happens. Nice. Oh boy, I got a kill there? Hell yeah. Get a wall for me, man. Genji's just frustrating because again, kind of a not a hard counter, but definitely a counter to Junkrat. Did that not get him? Oh, he's got a freaking hit point. I went the wrong way with that leap. Of course. I hear you shooting at me, dude. Calm down. McCree is like the least fun.
Enemy needs 2 kills.
No. Oh, hi, Roadhog. No! Oh, I think I got top 4. I think I got second. And play the game. Let's go. Oh, I hate that one. I hate that freaking highlight intro so much. I got a double knockoff there. This is why that was play the game. But yeah, I'll take a nice second. Tied for third, or tied for second, I guess. Left deaths, I think, is what the middle one is. I think I need one more. In which case, I think that one more will be... Yeah, we'll go for the 1 box right now. So, how's everyone doing? So I think what I'm gonna do, I think I'm just gonna upload this right to YouTube too. I might do like a little information header at the front. Oh man, was Deco in my last game? Or is he just wrapped around? God, I hate how many people can just ignore my trap. It's the most frustrating thing on the planet. Get off me. Oh my god, fuck you. I'm real good at bringing people low and then having other people kill them, which is so much fun, let me tell you.
Enemy needs 15 kills to win.
Oh, cool, I'll take it. Nope. You cock. Oh, what? I didn't get the kill on that? Baloney. I sure love having Infinity McCrees to have to kill. Oh, good, and a Golden Gun McCree, which means a McCree that at least thinks they're good.
Enemy needs 10 kills to win.
Oh, another dead last for me. And again, man, there's a lot of feelings that I'm having, and none of them are good. But I got a kill. How much am I in last by? A good amount. Oh good, someone left, so now I'm not in last place by a technicality. Oh no, I'm in last place until someone joins, I guess. There we go. Oh boy.
Enemy needs 5 kills. Enemy needs 4 kills to win.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's just fighting down there, which is great for Hanzo, it's great for, like, literally everyone, but...
Enemy needs 3 kills.
Motherfucker! Jesus!
Enemy needs 1 kill.
Yeah, that was the last kill that got me to fourth place! Haha!
Play of the game.
Good job, Jerome. I'm sure love this broken screen. I mean, Moira's good on this map for the same reason that Junkrat is in Hanzo. But top 4 finish means that I get to go open a box and go play WoW again. What time is it? 3? How long have I been streaming for? An hour and 20 minutes. Man, time feels so fast and so slow at the same time when I stream. Purple. Winston emote. Laughing matter. Sure. Torbjorn, Sombra, Heroes. Oh no, Capsule. Okay. Great. I'm glad that went well. Is there a way I could do? No. Also, I'm 90% sure that that person viewing is just me. But that's no big deal. Alrighty. We are now going to go back to WoW. And I think level up a priest, I think we decided. Because Monk's going to be High Mountain. And Warlock will probably be Nightfallen. And then, right, I'll have to level up something again for my Warrior. But I also plan on moving servers after a Battle for Azeroth comes out. Because my server's pretty dead, at least for the Horde. So I plan on swapping over to... I got a number of friends on Wormrest Accord. So I might hop over there. I'll see if they're moving maybe somewhere. It's tough because it's this combination of like wanting to be in a guild, but like I don't want the pressure. Like I don't want to be in like Method or whatever. I don't want to be in the top guild ever. I mean, I'd love to if I could, but like the anxiety and pressure from being in that would be too much for me. I'd much rather. Ooh, my KBS is real low. Is it because I was launching a game or something else happening? Is my internet dying? It's still green, so we're gonna pray that, or we're gonna hope that it's still working. All right. Okay. So what we're gonna delete this monk because he's using the name I want, and then we'll make something else. Can I be a Torn Priest? I hope so, but I don't know. All right. Delete. I guess I'll enter real quick to make sure I don't have anything. I don't think I do though. Oh, I should actually also make sure that the screen shows you my game and not just a black screen that you can hear the WoW music through. Excellent. Alright. Also, I gotta switch my game in this. Ooh, okay. And I'm gonna switch it back to WoW. And hope it works this time. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't have anything valuable. But almost 100 gold, which I think I sent myself from another character to buy a mount. Oh yeah, I want to actually look at that. Let me, while I'm here. Is it Heirloom Hoarder? Yeah. Okay. I think I might go log on to GoCaz real quick again and just buy 2 heirlooms to give myself the heirloom mount. Because I don't have that yet. So first we'll delete you. Dun, 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 dun. We're going to try and edit it again back to World of Warcraft. Oh, it didn't even change the title? Well, actually, let me refresh. The title change might not be. That might just be not refreshing. I'll just buy 2 heirlooms from this guy because I don't care. No, okay, it didn't change at all. So Warcraft, come on. There we go. Looks like it worked that time. Okay. 1 heirloom. Does it matter what other heirloom I get? I guess I can like go aesthetically see if there's any cool that I like. Oh boy, no. That was not bad. Yeah, I think I'll go with that one. Oh, I like that one too though. But we'll go with this one. Excellent.
Straight.
So now that's in my heirlooms collections, right? How do I get it? Or is it a toy? No? Oh, it'd probably be a mount, right? Let's see here. I'm just trying to find it so I know where to look. Oh, I'm in pets, not mounts. That's my issue there. Okay. Oh, like some of these things are aerial. Yeah, so it's a mount. Okay, cool. Alrighty. And then we make a new character. And we're gonna start. God, this screen is not great. Priest, yes, okay. Yep, bum bum. Customize. I can't wait for them to make new customization stuff, the new system that they talked about. I don't know exactly how it'll work, like how in detail it will be. But it is just, it's kind of, I mean, it's nothing short of boring, I guess is really the best way to put it. I should pause my stream that I'm streaming, because I don't need to actually play it. Alright. It's just, it's boring. Because there's, you know, not to say there's, like, not a ton of choices. I mean, or in a lot of, you know, it's definitely a more detailed character creation that's, like, in Destiny 2, right? That's pretty, but even then, the color palettes you can choose from are so much more varied. Though, I guess that's kind of the point of the allied races. Where's the horns I like? Is it these ones? I think I like those ones. And then it's this one. Alrighty. Let's go. Alright. Oh yeah, I didn't, well I guess no one mentioned it, so either it was good or just, I mean we'll find out on the stream. It's probably too loud, realistically. I'm gonna skip this because I don't care. Also, I could have, why do I not have subtitles on? I could have sworn I had subtitles on. I do find it funny that I play a Torn again, because Torn is probably the most frequently beginner zone I do. I mean, I guess it's because of my favorite race, but would it be an interface? Display. No, I don't think it'd be there. Would it be in systems? Sound. Advanced. Nope. I don't remember how to turn it on. No, that's our one on interface. Right, you'd assume it'd be an interface. But I don't know where it would show up in interface. Social. I'll have to look that up. Actually, I guess I'll look it up right now real quick. Or if someone in the chat would like to tell me how to do it, feel free, because I'm dumb. Okay, so it does look like it was changed at some point when it was just posted. July of last year, so that's not... Oh, it's an accessibility? Cinematic subtitles, okay. I guess I could kind of understand that. But we'll see. Okay. Off we go. Well, not quite yet. We gotta heirloom ourselves up. I can wear a hat. Okay, yeah. Shoulders, cloak, robe, pants, probably the staff. Necklace, trinket, there we go. I look absolutely ridiculous, but I'm gonna level up real fast. And the one mount I can use, which I'll put down here for now, but I'll need to adjust my bars in a second. That's an interface. I hit the escape button too hard there. Not combat. Action bars. Boom. Okay.
Be careful.
So is it 60? I think it's 60, right? The movement speed for the chauffeur. It's certainly not full mount speed. So maybe it's even 40% then. Still certainly faster than walking though. Until I get, you know. Though I don't know if priests get much mobility for themselves. I know they get things like I sure love one-shotting things. We don't have auto loot on. Okay, I'll have to turn that on too. I do wish there was more. Maybe there's an add-on or something for it, but like not that. Nope. I wish there were like more settings that like just kind of transferred over, like you didn't have to reset them. Okay, so now we need to go free for some Braves. Okay, we need one more. I love that there's just a gazelle like in the middle. Like there's this literal war going on. And they're like, I'm gonna eat some burnt dead grass. Right, everyone's giving me for quest stuff too, right? Just all experience gained. Yeah, okay. Over here. What do you got for us, Adana? Yeah, I remember this area vaguely.
I've been expecting you.
Gun thieves, storm colors. Good, and I think we'll get a quest over there or something. I feel like there's 3 quests, not 2. But maybe it's later. Like we do these 2 and then we get 3 more. Do I want to try you guys? I sure do. I love how they're not red to me for some reason. I guess because those are red, but they're already attacking someone else. So I don't actually run a threat of dying. I got a new spell. Shadow Word Pain. I don't actually know how much damage this will do. How many of these guys do I need? 5, isn't that convenient? Okay. Yeah, it's not a bad amount of damage to do. The Shadow Word Pain there. I'm interested to see. I'm very interested to see when the new level up system changes, when they do the scaling for the whole world. How that changes the pace of it. Level up again. Armored battle boars.
We shall meet again.
And burning troughs. Okay. Because like I've leveled up enough characters through this old system, the regular system, that I understand kind of the pacing of, at least like, you know, like Pandara, for example, or Pandaria. That whole expansion is like an hour. It does not take a lot. I thought it counted as 4. Did it count them twice? Because I lit them on fire and then hurt them? Interesting, if that's the case. But I'm interested to see how it changes the pacing, like if it takes longer or slower. Only because, like, with... what's the word? With it as it is now, where, like, I'm one-shotting these things. These things are not difficult. But with... yeah, that's so weird that they count twice. I'm gonna assume it's a bug that works in my favor. Theoretically with... the new thing, I won't be able to one-shot these things. Or at least as much. And that's another thing, and I'm sure at early level it'll still be kind of, you know, balanced for me. Because I'll still have these heirlooms and I'll still have the stats. But, like, the whole changing gear seems odd to me. Because, like, it's not odd for heirloom users, or for non-heirloom users, right? For new players, it's a totally fine and awesome mechanic, the fact that gear will now scale with you as well. So, if I'm in Hillspread Foothills for, like, you know, 20 levels, gear will constantly be being good for me, right? I don't know what to do with it. But for, like, heirloom users, it seems odd because they seem to describe it that it would be competitive to heirloom gear, stat-wise. And it just seems odd because, like, the two main things of heirloom gear is that they're stat-wise, they're pretty good. And they scale with you, so you don't have to change them. And they give you experience. So it just seems odd to me to have this. I guess realistically, it's because of for the non-heirloom players, right? It's not supposed to really affect heirloom players.
Farewell.
But if it does, you know, that's that. Because again, they mentioned that it was supposed to like scale similarly to how heirlooms, right? Like stat-wise, heirloom weapons and scaled weapons or gear shouldn't be that different. And maybe they just maybe they spoke weirdly, or maybe I misunderstood it. Maybe it's actually far more, or far less even as I thought, but... Hey, I found the one guy I can't one-shot. And he's dead. Like I said, did I one-shot those guys? I actually wasn't paying attention. Alright, cool. The one thing I'm very much looking forward to with this whole leveling thing, and it's probably gonna, I might kind of delay on the leveling when I get to that point, is like, being able to skip Outlands will be awesome. Is that Outlands, right? Yeah, the Burning Crusade. At the time it was fun, but like going back and leveling up through it sucks. You're just running like the same dungeon over and over again. It's just like, get me through this. So the fact that I could just go straight to Northrend and do all of that instead, I am a big fan of. I got a healing spell.
Walk with the earth, mother.
And these are all heirloom gear, right? Yeah. Offering used. Or any of you merchant. No. Though my new bag does give me more inventory space. Okay. Because getting to Outlands is gonna... I hate Outlands. I do wonder if they'll do, like, how... Like, will Mist and Pandaria and Draenor be in the same... Kinda? Like, can I do all of Draenor instead of Mist? Or can I do all of Mist instead of Draenor, right? Because I really haven't done Pandaria. I didn't play it when it came out, and then leveling through it is, like I said, is like an hour. It does not take a long time to level through Mist, especially with heirlooms. So that's something I find, or I'm interested to see how they do it. Is that in my inventory now? Yep. I was a bird on a motorcycle for a second, and that would have been hilarious. So yeah. I wonder if that's it too. I wonder if it's just a lack of animations that I find so boring about these characters. Not to say there's no animations, but like, according to my friend who plays the Warlock, like they don't get like new animations until Battle for Azeroth, which is like a real bummer for them. And I think Breeze got an update to their animations. Obviously I'm a level 5, so I don't have a lot of animations to see. But it's just like, it's so like kind of lackluster. Like playing this, it's just so like spam. Whereas with my warrior, I find it so satisfying. Even though, you know, it's not that different mechanically. I'm just, you know, hitting the same 3 or 4 buttons over and over again. Again, short of like raid bosses or something. But it's so satisfying visually that it's fun.
Be careful.
Okay.
What brings you here?
Hades, let's go. Who in here has a quest for me?
Farewell.
I do love that trainers still exist for any capacity. Like, why? Ba, 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 ba.
Well,
Bundle of hides. Let's sell you a bunch of stuff. Ugh. Do I want to pick up any trade skills? No, I don't care about trade skills at all. I've cared about trade skills on a total of 1 character, and it's this warrior that's my main right now. Or you want me to go to Thunderbluff right now? I wonder, can I see the sword? Oh no, okay, this character has Argus. That's interesting that doesn't go... That doesn't like transfer with characters. So right now it's hard to see because this angle blows. Because I can't fly. But so up there, come on game, give me a break. So up here is Argus. For anyone who doesn't know, it's a planet / Titan / boss. And it's been in there since, I don't know what month, but it's been there for a little while now. But recently, on my main, I killed Argus, right? He was the last raid boss is Argus. And I killed him. So now this moon is in here, and instead, in Silithus, down here, there's, I love how there's still a flight path there until I change it. I guess that kind of makes sense so that I can still level through Silithus before it gets all murdered. But basically, Silithus is in total ruin now, and there's a giant-ass thing I could see from here if I had it unlocked. I don't have it unlocked here, but... So I didn't know that would be universal. Because like, I think all my characters can see it, right? This character, who is not even... He's level 5, can see Argus. And clearly, I shouldn't be able to see Argus due to unlocks, right? Unless like, even if like a player who's never played WoW before ever logged in and could see Argus, then I guess it makes sense, but I don't know that that's the case. Oh, excuse me. Okay, let's go kill some gnolls, I guess. And then I get to do this. I think this part's probably one of the worst of leveling up a Tauren, because it's so spread out. There's like no connectivity here. It's just like, here's this entire area. Do quests. Like, give me a break. Do I just have to kill you and how to get your paws? Luckily, again, killing things, not hard. I don't need to... Oh, you're a rare. Sure, I'll kill you. Rude. Small red pouch, let's go. And a level 6. Do I need to kill them? Yep. Ooh boy, Tiger's Eye. I wonder if that's something I should maybe focus on before Battle for Azeroth drops, if I should focus on leveling up my other trade skills. Because like my warrior right now, he's a blacksmith, and I leveled him up, both like him as a character and his blacksmithing up, like in the last month of Legion, because I found out there's There was the mount you can get from Tichondrius, the craftable one, the steel-bound harness. And like from that moment, the second I saw it, I'm like, yep, I'm gonna be blacksmith and make it. And honestly, that was a pretty big driving force for me and my character. You know, I was like, okay, you know, I gotta do this. When do I get this? And, you know, I didn't realize for a while that it was the second rate of the expansion and not the first, which was a bit of a bummer. Only just because it meant I had to wait longer. But, like, I remember week one Nighthold was probably one of my, like, hypest moments of, like, WoW in a long time. Because week 1, I was fighting Tichondrius, and week 1 Tichondrius murdered me. Week 1 Tichondrius was, like, one of the hardest boss fights I've had to pug through before in my life. It was nonsense how difficult it is. I had to spend, like, the whole actual week. I think it was Sunday or Monday, before the next week that I managed to get him down. But I'm raiding, and I've been doing every day. I've been smashing my head against Tichondrius, trying. And it's this combination of frustration from not being able to do it, and like every time you get put in a new group, having to deal with people who don't understand the boss fight. And I never got too mad at those people because, you know, you're new, you don't understand the boss fight, right? I was the same way at the point. But it's also frustrating every time you kind of have to reset your progress because you're like, okay, I, Fronash, fully understand how this boss fight works. I understand I need to fight here, stack here, get the ads, you know, don't transfer the debuff, all that stuff. I mechanically understand this fight. But this new guy, Bob over here, who just joined the raid, doesn't know that. And we can try to explain it, we can try to have him watch videos, we can hop on Discord and talk to him. But there's still a chance that he won't get it. Or that he won't do those things. And then we can't really communicate with him. And we'll try as best we can, and we can't. And we'll fail because of it. And now, again, I bashed my head against that wall. And I'm fine with bashing my head against the wall, right? Week 1 raid, like, the fact that I was able to down the entirety of our Antorus in 1 week, well, again, with the exception of King Roth so far, was phenomenal. It was such a satisfying feeling. Being able to go through and fight these bosses and learn these bosses again, as I talked about earlier, it was phenomenal. It was such a good feeling. But I want to bonk with my staff now. Okay. But luckily, I honestly didn't have to bash my head against the wall too hard. There weren't a lot of boss fights that required a lot of head bashing. I think Kenny Roth, who's the one I haven't killed yet, is probably up there. And, what do you call it? No, the Portal one was pretty fine. High Command. I think High Command was a lot of head bashing. Because mechanically there's a little bit more to it than you're probably used to. Especially if you're just plugging in, you're not trying to take it super seriously. Right, there are these pods you have to jump into that I never even touched. But that's besides the point. But with Tichondrius, I bashed my head against a wall for a week to get Tichondrius down. And on that last day, I got Tichondrius down. And he dropped, and I don't know if it was 100% drop chance or not, I really don't. But he dropped the mount schematic, so I can make the mount, and he dropped the tier shoulder pads that he could drop. And I lost my shit. I fucking exploded. It was phenomenal. It was such a satisfying feeling to have worked that hard, pushed myself that hard, because it's not something I'm used to, right? I'm not used to putting myself in that kind of situation, trying that hard for something in WoW. Because I think even when I did Nax back in the day, Nax was super easy for me. Because there was, back in Lich King, we had like a family friend guild. It was all kind of in-house, basically. Like we hung out IRL a lot. It wasn't just an online thing. We knew each other. And we did an Naxxramas guild run. And we had, various skill levels. I was pretty good. I think my friend was in it who had, I'm just actually killing these things mindlessly now, I just realized. Who was like, he was like, he's been raiding since vanilla. He was there, so we had people who weren't super good at the game, and that's fine, right? It was very casual, it was normal difficulty, we weren't trying super hard. But I don't remember it being super hard. It was, there was, some jokes and memes we made, right? We had a, I don't know if we necessarily call him a guild leader or raid leader, but he was like, he would always kind of describe the fights, and he's like, don't worry, it's a fun fight. So we ended up just calling it, anytime something would be quote fun, where it's not actually fun, it's called Brad fun. Because that's just what it was. That's what we dealt with. But that wasn't super hard. It was fun. It was satisfying. And right, getting Kel'Thuzad down that first time was fucking fantastic. But at the time, I was a Restoration Druid, which I think was pretty broken. I didn't have to try that hard. I straight up set up a set up a laptop next to me so I could browse the internet while I healed, because I didn't need to pay that much attention. And I don't know that it was on content. It was definitely on expansion, right? We were still doing Lich King stuff, but I don't know that it was on content. I don't know if there was a new raid out or not. So maybe we were actually higher level and it wasn't super hard. That I can't quite recall, but it was a lot of fun and I loved it. But Nighthold was probably one of the hardest raids I've done. Though, to be fair, I haven't like touched too much Sargeras, because again, that expansion, or not expansion, that like patch, the Broken Shore, pissed me off. I was really kind of just disheartened by it, so I didn't care. So I did an LFR a couple of times. Kill Jaden was surprisingly difficult even on LFR. So I'm interested to see, so I can't compare to that, right? I've got Nighthold, I've got Emerald Nightmare, which wasn't super hard from what I recall. I remember early on, because that was the first one, I was actually in a guild at the time when we tried to do guild runs, and we couldn't get the eyeball down. But that was also back in the day when Fury Warriors were actually one of the worst DPS in the game. So since then we've exploded pretty well, and I'm a fan of that. Oh boy, this cough's getting to me. Well, that's all the talking really, but I love it. What about over here? We got the wall cleanse, right? I love how I have a DPS me. That's so funny. But yeah, Tachondrius was probably one of my most satisfying boss fight kills ever. Getting Gul'dan was a lot of fun. My friend got me into a group with, it was like just on Gul'dan, so we hopped in and did Gul'dan. Wiped a couple times, I think. But because in that case, right, that first fight of Gul'dan, I was Bob in my example earlier. I didn't know what to do. I was in a Discord chat, so they could tell me what to do. They could type or whatever. Actually, was I in a Discord chat for that one? I think I was, but I don't know. Well cleansed. Boop. So, but like there's a mechanic where Gul'dan puts like a ring of fire around you, and people need to stand in it, and you move out. And I didn't understand, so I just stood in it, and then people were yelling at me, "Hey, get out! You know, move, break the circle." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, got it." So then I learned, and I figured out the mechanics, and I grew as a person and a player. And like, you know, I got all that down. What did my phone just say? Okay, done. I'm just trying to think, like, I wonder if I had a point with all this, or if I just wanted to ramble about how much I love raiding. I really do think my main point there was that I just love raiding so much, and it's one of my favorite things, so I will always I will love and cherish it. And again, right, Tomb of Sargeras kind of seemed like a kick in the rocks. Both in, like, difficulty, it seemed fairly difficult. Not all the bosses, but, like, Kill Jaden and stuff, like, again, even on LFR, there were some difficulties there. Some of them were very easy, though. And my hopes for Battle of Azeroth are very high, but in a good way. Right, I'm trying to keep them fairly reasonable, though it'll be hard to keep them reasonable, especially as we get closer to launch, because Legion, in my opinion, knocked it out of the park so well. Legion is such a good expansion. Wrath of the Lich King will probably forever be one of my favorite expansions, because it was a time where I had a ton of friends and family all playing together. Right, I was raiding with them, I was having a good time. Whereas with this one, I have a handful of friends and stuff, but like no one else in my family really plays it much. My mom and sisters played it a bit. Like, my mom will log in every once in a while. She's got like 1 or 2 110s. But there's really just not a lot going on for them. And that's fine, right? You know, they don't have to love it. And that's something I have to come to accept, that very few people will love WoW in the way that I do, as much that I do. Because that's something I kind of, not struggle with, but like, I've always like, oh, you know, I'm such a big WoW fan. And I am. And there's no doubt in my mind, or pretty much anyone I know's mind, how big of a WoW fan I am. But I'm also, like, I'm not, like... There's a whole bunch of different kind of WoW fans, right? There's PvE, there's PvP, there's raiding, there's worlds, there's character, there's transmogs. There's a lot of different reasons, right? Pet battles. I don't touch pet battles. And I have friends who, like, that's, like, their main focus with some of their characters. It's just pet battling. Which is totally cool and fine. It's never been for me, mostly because, for the same reason I don't like trade skills, I never do it when I'm leveling up a character, right? I'm never like, oh, okay, I'm leveling up in a zone. Like, I'm starting at level 1. Let's level up some level 1 pets. Like, nah, I don't care. I want to level up my character. Because I want to play my game, right? I don't want to play half-ass Pokemon. If I want to play half-ass Pokemon, I'll play Pokemon. Whereas, and again, PvP, I've definitely gotten more interested in PvP recently. I hated PvP before this expansion, and I still don't love it. I hate at the beginning there was the sewers, in the Dalaran sewers. That was the worst. I hated it. Partly because, like, every class I played, or maybe it was a class or a trade skill or something, I'd always have to go to the sewers for some asinine reason. Like, go talk to some dude down there for almost no reason. And then I'd get murdered because it's a PvP zone. And I didn't have the money or the knowledge that it existed to buy a guard to not get killed. And I hated it so much. But with both my character growing, the expansion growing, I've definitely come to kind of be more comfortable with PvP. I don't know that I'm ever going to be a big fan of world PvP. Like, I like it in small doses, but I don't know that I'd ever be the player to, like, log in and level up in PvP. Like, they said they're going to be like a PvP, PvE kind of option when you go to cities. Like, maybe I'll have a character that I dedicate to PvP leveling, to see if I hate it a lot. And, I think that'll kind of be like a science experiment for me, I guess, is really the best way to put it. To see how much I can tolerate. Divine Shield. Okay. I'm gonna go up to this mine, I think. But with all the new PvP mechanics that are coming out in Battle for Azeroth, let's go back to him. We're good. Okay. I'm very excited to kind of maybe get a bit more into PvP. I might have to talk to some of my friends. I know I have a number of friends who like really like PvP in WoW, and you know everything else as well. And that's something I find very interesting. Like people who like PvP, I tend to find it's universal, right? Like I hate PvP in almost everything. There are very few games that I like PvP in. The games that I like PvP in are exclusively PvP games, right? Overwatch, Call of Duties, Titanfall, you know, games that are competitive. Or like that are just the entire concept of the game is player versus player. This is the majority, right? Battlefield, right? Things like Call of Duty have a single player campaign, but that's about it. But generally speaking, I like PvE more. And I think one of the big reasons for that is mostly because it's breaking. I can learn how to beat a computer, right? With a computer, it's, you know, theoretically, it's only so much that it, you know, it's got certain parameters, certain rules that it follows, and then I can learn those rules, abuse them, and beat them. And I like being able to do that. With players, that's not the case. There are no rules. There's one rule, and it's that they're better than me. So I can't inherently learn to be better than a player. I can inherently learn to be better than a single player, like if I targeted an individual person, right? Like I can learn to be better than a friend of mine or something, and I can learn to be better at certain strategies, right? I mean that's kind of the whole concept of getting good at MOBAs, right? You don't learn to become better unless you're pro and you can actually, you know, watch the enemy teams play and learn their strategies. That's a whole other thing. But you can learn to say, okay, you know, these characters do this or this is the current meta, so I need to learn how to deal with it, whatever. But for me, but like you can't just inherently learn to be it, right? The best you could do is kind of learn what the meta is and learn to either abuse it to the max, right? Be like the meta of meta, or learn how to absolutely destroy the meta so that you can beat the meta. Right? That's I find that's very common in like Hearthstone, where there'll be some meta. You know, like right now, or at least in the wild, you know, there's Jade Druid. And people will learn how to beat that, right? They'll like, okay, against Jade Druid, you know, this is like, not necessarily, you know, nothing's guaranteed, it's still random for the most part, but it's like, alright, here's how I deal with Jade Druid. But, words. Oh, yeah. Whoa, I'm on fire. Do they all catch me on fire when they die, or is it just he did an ability. But that's as much as you could do, really, and that's kind of an issue for me. Because I like to be able to like guarantee that I'll win, right? I like to be able to know that I'm going to beat this computer. Right, like with this guy, right? I can know, right? I know what the maximum range is. I know his walk pattern. I know, how much damage it takes to kill him. I know what abilities he can and can't do, how long it takes to cast him, kind of stuff. With people, and again, I can learn some of that stuff, right? If like, okay, this player's a warrior. I know I have to. Oh, am I done here? Hey, did I get the clipboard already? Weird. Okay. Unless with people, I can learn the class, right? I can learn, okay, here's the best way to deal with a warrior, right? Here's their rules. Here's how to deal with a priest. But I can't learn to deal with the player, right? Whether they're good or bad, I can't necessarily learn to beat them. Because sure, like maybe it's like, okay, an optimal warrior will do, A, B, C, B, A kind of thing, right? There's the pattern for like the optimal thing. But that player might not play optimally, or maybe they know that that's kind of like the expected route, so they have an alternate start that is harder to counter or whatever. And I'm not great at handling that situation, so that's why I've always never liked PvP. But with my warrior being ridiculously good, I've come to like it a bit more, and maybe that's the thing. Maybe I just never played classes, right? I mean, even in other games, right? Like I used to play League of Legends back in the day, and every character I liked sucked. They were just bad. They were like unplayable as far as like quote unquote meta and being good comparatively. They were fun. I enjoyed playing them, but they weren't good, which makes them not fun because you can't win. Not can't win, but rarely win because you can't really beat them. And there is something to be said about the throwing a wrench in the meta and like, oh, if they don't expect a Galio, they can't predict what to do. Or except it's Galio, so you can predict what he could do, but that's whatever. But I've always found things. It's hard. It's better when I'm having fun. And that kind of comes down to what I was saying before about something. I don't remember what, because I've just been rambling nonstop for like an hour. Again, and anyone watching, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to my rambles. Feel free to comment on them. If it's not fun, I don't find it super interesting. And that's PvE or PvP, right? I mean, that's why I'm basically forcing myself to level a priest to this stream. Because I don't know that I'd ever do it willingly on my own, short of when the new thing came out, when the new allied races come out, and I want to learn those. But that'll be a while, because I have to wait for Battle of Azeroth to come out, which my guess is summer next year. But as far as I know, there's no confirmed dates on that yet. And then after that, I had to get to 120. Oh, hello. Hey there, Ginger Kitty, right? Yeah, cool. Thank you for listening to my rambles, as I was saying. But with Battle of Azeroth still probably a good 6-ish months away, there isn't waiting to level up those characters. Even is optional, right? I'm going to wait for a monk for a high mountain. Oh, I actually don't use a lot of WoW add-ons. I probably should use a lot more WoW add-ons because they're just good. Oh, nice. I wish I liked my Pally. I loved my Paladin in Draenor. I had a protection Pally in Draenor who I think they were just broken. I could solo like the entirety of Tannin Jungle. It was so fun. But when Legion came out, I don't know if it was the way they changed them. I don't know if they just made them not broken anymore. But I kind of fell out of love with it. But luckily, I found my warrior who I fell immediately in love with. So I'm excited to see what changes in Battle for Azeroth. Right? I wonder if will I still want to play my warrior? Will Paladin or Druid, my old mains, come back? Will I find something else? Will I fall in love with a Warlock when I hit 110 and maybe switch to that next expansion? That's one of my favorite things about the new expansions is that it brings in a lot of change. Some good, some bad. And it can definitely add a lot to the experience, and I'm very excited for that. So, good luck with leveling your Pally. Well, what level is your Paladin now? Are you just starting out, or are you have you had that Pally for a while? What quest am I doing? Also, is my stream still working? Yes, okay, good. What are we doing? Right, I'm also, one thing I'm super excited about in Battle for Azeroth is having ults that I want to play. Not so much from like a dislike point of view, like I was talking about with not liking my paladin much anymore. But with the whole heirloom, not heirloom, artifact system, it did not make me want to play another ult. It didn't want to let me play another spec. I wanted to play Fury Warrior, and I wanted to not, or I didn't. The fact that I felt like I had to only play Fury Warrior kind of was upsetting because, you know, I couldn't play ults, right? Like, I love tanking in Draenor. Tanking was a lot of fun. I loved healing in Wrath of the Lich King. But because I didn't want to have to level up multiple specs and spend artifact points between them, I basically immediately was like, alright, I guess I'm playing exclusive Fury Warrior for the expansion. And again, it's fun. I'm having fun with it, but it's something I'm very excited for with Battle for Azeroth is the drive to play other classes and specs again, right? To pick up tanking, to have ults that I'll actually play. Where like I think I have 7 110s right now, and they're basically all doing nothing. I think I've gotten my class hall mount on one of them because I just felt no drive to keep playing them, and they haven't done great for, like they did some stuff for like catching ults up, which is good, but it's not enough, at least for the class hall mount part of it anyway. Like, it's still super slow to have to like do all the quests, right? There's no like speed through the quests options that I can spend class hall points on, right? I'm rocking a lot less class points now because I spent a bajillion of them on Blood of Sargeras so that I can build mounts to sell. But I'm still rocking a pretty solid amount of class hall points that I'd love to spend on getting basically the class hall mounts for my other specs or my other classes. But right now I only have Warrior and Mage. Mage is a lot of fun. I like that one. So let's get back to battle space. I'm gonna say I'm glad that this stream is running as well as it is. I was a little skeptical, but everything seems to be running phenomenally. So thank you, OBS Studios, for not blowing. I'm running into a wall because I'm trying to do things. Is it the guy in here or is it the guy outside? I think it's the guy outside, yeah. Oh yeah, but back to add-ons real quick. I think I used 3 add-ons. I use Pawn, I use Deadly Boss mods, and I use what's this one called? Scada. Yep. Those are the 3 add-ons I use. I know a lot of people use a lot more, and that's totally cool. Again, I probably should use more than I do, but as someone who doesn't raid a lot, again, as much as I love it, it's not something I do a lot because I don't have a guild. I don't rock a lot of them. I know my friend really likes, I think it's the Immersion mod is what it's called. Where it's like makes the quests more interactive and interesting. Which, I mean, maybe that's a good call for this stream, or maybe it's a good idea to install that to make it a little more engaging. But I don't know, personally, the leveling the alts, or like the questing and they're been super engaging to me, and that's, or I guess more actually the quest part of it, right? Like I like questing, I like playing the game. But as far as like actually, like caring about the quest is not something I really do. Especially these low level quests now. Usually in a new zone, right, in a new expansion comes out, I will be more interested in it. I'm like, oh, okay, here's why I'm doing this, here's this. Especially with the new kind of cinematographic kind of feel that they have going on, right? Which I feel is very much based off of, well, you know, the Immersion mod and that are kind of based off of each other. I should have sold. You sell for 33 copper. Do I have anything that sells for less than 33 copper right now? You. I'm gonna go back and sell real quick. So like those the like when you in Legion and stuff, when you talk to those people and you get a little black bar with the text and it's got all that. I think that and the immersion mod are kind of similar in those facets. To what degree, I don't know which came first. I assume the immersion mod, but I don't know. I don't know if maybe the WoW had it first and the immersion mod used it to kind of the whole system to take advantage of that. Is that an upgrade? It is an upgrade. Great, okay. So that's dealt with. I have a quest I can turn in, but I don't care. I gotta cleanse the well, I gotta find the dog. Is he running around town still? I don't actually remember where the dog is. So yeah, questing not super engaging, but again, in new zones, I like to pay a bit more attention. And again, WoW has gotten better at keeping my attention, right, drawing my attention in. Ooh, where? Let's go. Bam, dead. Leveling to 110 is, I mean that's what I'm doing too, but I'm very low. I'm gonna assume that you're a bit higher level than me. And I gotta say, it's not as rough. If you have heirlooms that go to 110, it's not that rough. Because I did it again recently. I had a shaman, an alliance shaman that I wanted to level up because I wanted to get an alliance just to max level, partly for achievements, partly for I think it's the drum. Nope, that. Partly for what's the word? For Battle for Azeroth, when that comes out, I'm gonna need an alliance to get max level to so I'm gonna unlock the Dark Iron Dwarves, which I very much plan on doing. There's 10 Restorer Meat, yeah, that's for the quest that I already have, so we're good there. Oh, I should mount up is what I should do. So I did that, and I had, I think it was 96 at the time when I boosted all the heirlooms to 110, so that I could keep using them. And it's so worth it. I mean, Draenor is still fairly slow, short of using like the XP potion tricks, which are a pain in the butt to get. But it's the Legion leveling is honestly relatively quick. I think it took me 3 zones. I did Stormheim, High Mountain, and Volshara, and I was 110. I didn't have to touch Azuna at all. So that was nice. I think I have to play the drums for these guys. And you're mad at me. Right. So like I'm a fan of that, just because again, leveling up through it isn't super interesting to me, which is why I think. Well, I mean, even then, the boost that you could buy only goes to 100. Whereas I'm gonna be a Shadow Priest. Oh, right, it resets all my mana. Got any water yet? Nope. Okay. So that's my main damage now. Shadow Word Pain. What's this? Mind Flay. Okay, this is like a Drain Beam. Yeah. I learned a new spell, Flash Heal. Yep. Okay. Was I saying something important just now? I don't think so. I was talking about leveling to 110, and again, that was just rambling about the same thing over and over again. Ugh. I really should drink more while I'm doing this. But okay, so I gotta play the drums for these guys. Let's put the drum here.
I can't use that item yet.
Well, that's fun. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this one actually has a cooldown. So Mind Flay, I think, is my kind of base damage one. So it's like 2 and then that. Okay. Okay, yeah. If you could all stop attacking me, that'd be great. Awesome, thank you. Is it even worth it to Shadow Word Pain? Is it just faster to Mind Flay? They're about the same. It might be a little faster with the Shadow Word, because it starts them lower. Oh, cool. I just assumed I was going to have to attack you there. Oh yeah, that's not there anymore. Oh, all I'm doing is killing you now, so... Wrong button. How many? I still got 3. Ugh. Quests like this are baloney. Hey, look at that. A friend for once. Ooh, nice. 2 in a row. Did it finally hit the limit? Was it? Yeah, it must have. I'll never forget reading about the guy who like had the worst possible luck ever when it came to, I think it was in Hillsbrad Foothills. He was doing somewhere to collect like boar livers or whatever. I don't. Is it no? Is it Hillsbrad Foothills? I think so. Yeah. And he, according to the story, he had such bad luck that he was like killing boars for hours, and it got to the point where he had to ask a GM. Like he talked to a GM, like he put in a ticket, and the GM was like, "There's nothing wrong. Like the system is working. It's not bugged. You were just like the worst possible luck ever." And I don't remember if the GM ended up like just giving them to him, or if he just kind of submitted and gave up or something. But like I remember reading that, I was like, that's some rough luck there. What is? Why is my scroll lock on? How did that even happen? Okay. Hey, whatever's making that noise, knock it off. Ooh, knuckle cracking time. I gotta feed Kevin, who should be in the town, I think. Or, not Kevin, Kyle. I do know what I'm gonna stream over these next few days, because I got a lot of plans for after Christmas, because I got a lot of games planned then, but until then, I'm kind of stuck with what I have. And obviously, with WoW leveling will work for a while, but there's only so much you can. I mean, there's only so much you can do as in getting to 110, and I don't know how long 110 will take. I mean, obviously, if we're doing it, 3-4 hours at a time, it'll take longer day-wise than if I were to just sit down and play it nonstop. But even then, I don't think it would take me like the 25 days till Christmas. Though, I mean, who knows? Maybe something will fall in my lap that I'll play and we'll find a lot of fun with. Maybe I'll fall back on something else. Right, there are the games. Right, I wouldn't mind streaming some Ziggurat. I really like that game. I could do some work. I could do some work with that. But again, at the same time, I love Blizzard games. I love the company Blizzard. I very much would like to work with them as much as possible, including and not limited to streaming. If so, and I don't know. Exclusivity is not something I'm necessarily super hyped for. But I mean, even right, like Day 9, you know, he does Dota, he does PUBG, so. Unless, you know, there's some sort of contract or whatever, you know. Where's this dog? Isn't he here somewhere? Am I just dumb? Alright, you want me to drink the water here, which I don't want to do until I find this dog. Getting stuck on a loom.
Will you help me find my dog?
No, because I can't find your dog on my own.
My dog so much.
I want to find your dog too so I can get your experience. But your dog is invisible. Why are you popping in so close? My field of view shouldn't be that bad. When I checked yesterday, my view distance was like 8 out of 10. I'm gonna keep running into things. There you are. Hell yeah, got him. Excellent, alrighty. I'll turn that in, then we'll consume the water. Which, will that teleport us again like the last time, or will that just bring us a vision? I don't remember. I think it was a vision this time. And then we'll have to go to Thunder Bluff, turn that in, and then we'll have quests up there. And then we get to leave this zone. Because I don't think I've been told to leave yet. Though I'm sure these quests... Oh no, they're still yellow. They haven't put in the scaling thing yet, have they? I don't know, I feel like I would have heard about that by now. Though I feel like they mentioned they wanted to do it before Battle of Azeroth. But I feel like it still wouldn't be quite yet. Oh no, we're getting, well, not teleported, but you know. Okay. I'm gonna look at Twitter while this goes on. Bum 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 bum. Alright, nothing there. Again, I'm really glad with how good this looks on stream, from what I could tell. It's always been such a nerve-wracking thing, getting it to look good. But with just computer upgrades and studios, OBS studios kind of automating settings, it definitely makes it a bit easier on the casual, not quite person who understands how this works as much as he claims he does. That's one of my hopes, is that actually that doing this will make me learn more, so that I can understand. Half the time when people, like when I watch streamers and they're like, oh, we gotta do this, 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 I'm like, sure, yeah, I know what half those words mean.
Greetings. Go in peace.
Boom, 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 boom. Okay. What do we have for quests now? Yeah, see here they're a lot more clumped up. Not 100% clumped, but better clumped. Right, those are the stealth ones, and then prairie alphas are the dogs. Yeah, that's easy enough. Ooh, you leap at me. Give out. Okay. Or luckily with the prowlers, they don't seem to leap at me, so I can just do the one and mostly kill them. The damage is a little low, I guess. I mean, a little low for being able to one-shot them. It's still plenty fine for like actually doing the quests. I'm gonna end up doing 0.1 thousand damage per second. And then where are we headed? And let's head this way, I guess. Another tiger's eye, nice. It's interesting that the events go like worldwide. It's a worldwide. Well, like you know, like right now it's the pet battle event, but then you know it's time walking next week, like, and I guess it kind of makes sense that, you know, I guess I'd still get the time walking buff, but like as a level 10 priest, I can't do time walking, right? I am actively time walking. Do I still need? Nope. Looks like I got both of those. All right, cool. So mount up and roll out. Excellente. And I hit level 11. Which doesn't really mean much, but you know. It does not mean I can one-shot these guys now, that's for sure. But I need the crits to one-shot them, or to one-ability them, I guess. Ugh. Alright. I don't know why this Fluor Purple Rider thing's here, but alrighty, and that's done. So now we just gotta go get the Azure Wings, or the feathers, or Azure Bronze from the Harpies up here. I gotta say, when they updated these Harpies, it was so good. I mean, I don't remember exactly when it was, but I remember that I played. Again, I do this beginning zone a lot because I love Tauren. And I was doing it with my friend, and I ran into the Harpies for the first time since their update, and like it was like these are pretty awesome. They did a great job making them very, I mean, Harpy-like, I guess is. There we go. Nice one. Hopefully their drop rate seems to be pretty good. nice to be able to get these guys down, so they must have less health than their bristlecbacks. Which is interesting. I mean, and I've also been critting them a lot more, so I don't know what's going on there. Oh, there we go. There's one I couldn't kill, so... What do I know? Nothing. Alrighty. And then one more bronze feather. Oh, you're rare. I'll kill you. Sister Hate Lash. It's a pretty good name, and now you're dead. I got some pants. Those are bad. Oh man, my throat's starting to hurt. I'm definitely getting the talking too much, not drinking enough effects. Turning a bunch of quests. Well met.
Greetings. We your fast friend. Ancestors.
Yee, achievements. I got some new boots. Any vendors? You're a repair guy. I wonder what that hammer symbol means. Alrighty, right? Because like, I mean, sure you can repair, but he says a vendor, so like,
Well met.
tell me a story score. No, okay. I don't know what that is. Weird. Cleanse the wild mane well. Okay, it wants us to go to the northern barrens now. Orjara. Silverpine Forest, Ghostlands. I don't actually know what zone I'm going to go to. Obviously, you know, northern barrens makes the most sense. This is right there, but... Watch that southern barrens, but... They did not put the scaling in already. Which again, I was pretty sure of, but... Ghost, how you look like a rare. You're not? Okay. Weird, but cool. I don't know if I've done this before. Or if I have, I don't remember it at all. What's this? Oh, I can go in shadow form now. Yee! I'm a big purple Tauren. You want to check this? Thunderbluff.
Go in peace.
Oh, is that it? Alright. Make sure I'll take a free 3,000 experience for killing a wolf. And luckily once I hit 20, I can get a normal mount, which again should be faster than this if I recall correctly. And 20 shouldn't take too long. I'm assuming I'm not bad. Honestly, maybe we might hit 20 tomorrow. We'll probably hit 12 before today. My plan is to basically play until I'm done with this zone. Or until it tells me to go somewhere else. Mostly because, I mean, we're getting close to 3 hours now. And who knows, maybe I'll stream later tonight. Alright, I gotta figure out a schedule of sorts. Again, this is my first day streaming in a while. Though, hopefully it's the first of many. So, I'll have to wait and see what the schedule ends up being. I'm thinking, like, mostly, you know, early afternoon kind of stuff. Maybe it'll just be an adjustable schedule. The big thing being, I play D&D on Monday nights, so I can't always be a night streamer. I don't wake up early. Obviously, if it turns out that waking up early is the best option, I can fix that, but I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not much of a morning person. So we'll have to see kind of where that leads to. And again, I personally have no problem being a whenever streamer. That isn't very good for, like, quote unquote business, I guess. Right, you need to have people be reliable, or you need to be reliable for your viewers. So, you know, having a regular schedule, at least at some point, right? It doesn't matter if I can stream whenever I want, as long as I make sure that I'm always there at, you know, 2 p.m. or whatever. That's kind of the
We must unite if we are to
the common thing I find.
for the whole.
And whereas, mind vision. Let's have to see through the target's eyes for 1 minute. I wonder if that will let me see the sword. Right, if someone with the sword came around and I mind visioned them, if I'd be able to see the sword.
What brings you here?
And then this guy wants me to fly back to Blooded Village, which I'm more than happy to turn in a quest. And then we'll come back, fight this guy, and then I think that's it. Is the Dark Moon Fair going on right now? I thought that was next week. Yeah, okay. It's next week. I feel like saying something relevant. I probably wasn't, realistically, but I also shouldn't lean back too much, because I don't really know how well the mic's picking me up then. I can't wait to get a better mic. Not that my mic's bad, my mic's actually pretty phenomenal. I'm using a Blue Snowball right now, which is a great kind of starter mic for anyone who's interested. It's not priced crazily, it's not super complicated. It did take me a little bit of a setup to get it working, but it's kind of hard for me to tell if it was just the microphone or the software, like my Discord and streaming and stuff. But once I got it to work, it has been kind of flawless since. The quality's nice. It hasn't broken on me. It seems to work pretty much with everything.
I've been expecting you. Walk with blood.
But, like, you know, most streamers have a better mic. Only because, like, right now my mic is just on my desk next to my keyboard, kind of pointed at my face. Which isn't bad. I mean, clearly, you know, you can hear that, you know, theoretically anyway, unless the audio is really bad, in which case you should tell me so I can fix it. You know, you can hear me pretty well. I've tried to make it so the game isn't too loud compared to the audio, which again, I'm not sure how the Overwatch is. I might have to go back and listen to that. I didn't really, not that I forgot, but because no one mentioned it, I didn't really think about it. Because I've only affected the levels through the stream, and theoretically the recording, so like I still hear WoW as loud as I do when I play normally, but it's quieter so that you can hear me better than the game. Obviously that'll be adjusted for whatever games I'm playing. If I play any more story-based games, then that'll boost up, but Ooh. Where am I going? Oh, I gotta go down. Down, around. Nope, don't know what I was about to say there either. Man, I cannot keep a train of thought going. But I can ramble for days. Oh, I didn't get on the roof. It's probably harder when you're on a motorcycle, to be honest. Can I, like, sidestep while on a motorcycle? No. Boop. Okay. Alright, let's talk about all 8 levels. Well, you guys are much closer to Thunderbolt than I thought you would be. Luckily, again, with all these things kind of being out of my level, I'm not too worried about that one. Are you level 11? Nope, not even 9. So, that's what? 4 levels? Yeah. They're almost green to me at this point. So their threat range isn't it isn't much, and I can kill them pretty easily. But basically, I'm gonna finish this quest, which I believe should be the last of the zone, and then I'll move on to probably Northern Barrens. Well, that'll be the end of the stream. Will be me finishing the zone. But come tomorrow, assuming I'm playing this again, which probably will, but we'll see. Maybe I'll find something else more interesting. I will. Am I going even like from all around? Yeah, I'm just going through mountains for no good reason. There'll probably be Northern Barrens, and then from there we can, there I'll kind of be bunny hopping zone to zone, trying to make sure that I'm leveling up as fast as I can. Mind blast. Brr.
So I, Grim Totem. The fury of Hell's Creek. Bring back Father down. What chance have you?
I wonder if he ever shows up again. Nope, he's dead. Okay, I couldn't remember. Grim Totems are familiar, though. Wonder if where they show up again. Maybe back at Thunderbluff, yeah. Just turning my quest here so I don't have to go back, you bully. Hopefully you guys are these nice. Yeah. But yeah, with that, I mean, that's pretty much the end of the stream, so I'm going to start doing a wrap-up talk while I head back. What did we get? Yeah, we got pretty close to 3 hours, which I'm perfectly happy with. Obviously, stream times will be very varied, especially at the beginning when I don't even have a dedicated start time yet. My start time will basically be once I've kind of woken up, eaten, and then want to start playing WoW, because I'm pretty much always going to start with my WoW dailies. Because I like playing WoW, it gives me something to stream, and again, it's kind of like a warm-up to the rest of the day. And stream times will vary as far as how long I will stream for. I'm not a big fan of short streams. Doing them anyway, like watching them's fine, but like I'd much rather play for 2 to 3 hours, if not more. But it's a combination of I need to take at least a bit of a break. Maybe eat, go to the bathroom, drink. And just, there's as much as I want to level up this character, there's only so much I could do in a day with my sanity. So I will... And plus I need to pace it out. Again, I don't have infinite content. Well, I mean, no one has infinite content, but I don't have as much content as I'd like to be able to have until later this month. Again, short of something just falling in my lap, which is unlikely at best. So I plan on kind of taking this a bit slower. This being leveling up this guy, right? If I find other things to do, I'm more than happy to do 4, 5, 6 hour streams, right? I'd stream all day, right? If there was something worth streaming all day, right? If there was something fun to do. And by fun, I mean fun for me, because there's plenty of fun stuff out there. But there's Oh, he wants me to go to Overmar. Okay. So yeah, I think that'll stop, and then our next quest will take us to Overmar tomorrow. And that'll come to the end of it. So, I want to thank everyone who watched for watching. If you want to be kept up to date for when I'm going live, I will try and do that on Twitter. I don't use it for much else. I don't tweet often. There's probably a lot of retweeting from my nerdy people I follow who I like. But there's follow me there for kind of when I'm gonna go live stuff. Like, and he's usually like, "Hey, I'm live now." Not so much like, "Oh, I'm live in 10 minutes." Though realistically, I should be put more of a warning. But that'll more once there's an actual kind of viewer base. And I'm thinking about putting this on YouTube. I'm not 100% on this. So if you did watch this on YouTube, hi. Come check out my stream, because mostly I don't think I'll be putting out YouTube exclusive content, at least for a while. It'll mostly be streaming and then that be put up to YouTube if that's the case. So come follow me on Twitch. It's just twitch.tv/Fronash, where, I mean, I'll be streaming theoretically every day. And by theoretically, I mean there will be days where, you know, my power's out. Like, or I'm, like, deadly sick like I was, like, a few days ago. Not deadly sick, but just very sick. Right, with Christmas coming up, I'm probably going to miss an unfortunate amount of days there. Because Christmas is a big time for me and my family, and there's, you know, I'll squeeze in what I can when I can, but it's, you know, family comes first, especially, again, without having a huge follower and this being a, you know, moneymaker yet. I think with all that said, though, that's about everything. And I hope I will see you and anyone else tomorrow.